techniques of like Bruce Lee. Look at some techniques from, I guess, a lot of other martial arts movies. Some like Jackie Chan movies, some Jet Li movies, and really pay attention to their fight scenes and how they kick, how they punch, stuff like that. Alright? Even like Van Damme, you know, or just any martial arts movies out there, you could just look at some of the techniques. Even, so you look at that, and then there's a lot of instructional techniques videos on YouTube. I mean, a lot. But most of the martial arts, like boxing, for example, look at like the techniques of Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, Mike Tyson, the great boxers. Look at their techniques. All right. Some of the great kickboxers, like maybe Kung Lee. You know, he has good technique as far as competition fighting. He has good technique. Look at his technique. All right. You want to look at people with good technique, not just people that just bashing other people with you know, just bashing people and hurt other people with poor technique. I'm talking about good people with good technique, and you see it in movies, all right, and you see it in some, you know, competition fighters, but you gotta pick the right ones. So, but if you boxing, it's just easy. I mean, you got one of the greats, okay, like Muhammad Ali. Look at his technique, watch it, and then you can learn. You know, put those techniques in slow motion, and try. You can start to like mimic some of those motions, and learn some of that. Try to mirror some of that, and put all those Bruce Lee books that, you know, what he says. Put that in mind. So basically, what you're kind of doing is you're kind of teaching yourself. All right, and strive to learn from the greats. Okay, I mean, the people that have reached a very high level. Tony Jaa, very good technique as well. You know, so strive to learn from people. You know, where you could utilize those movies and learn from people that have really good technique, and just really watch the technique. Keep in mind of the you know, the things that Bruce Lee points out in his books and stuff like that, and you could kind of mimic and kind of learn a little of the basics. All right. If you do that, even for me, I can help you out as far as if you meet the physical standards that's required for this art. I can help you understand the techniques more, and really get you to develop it and have confidence in it, and develop it and understand it. All right. Because you might be able to mimic something, but you don't understand it. If you don't understand it, then it's not going to be nearly as effective. But you learn those techniques on your own, and just concentrate on form and perfection of the technique as much as you can. Be as fit as possible, and then just a little bit more tweaking. Like just you learn to understand the technique, and you start to spar, and then you're gonna get pretty good. You can get very good. All right, so that's pretty much what I recommend for people that are kind of trying to self-train. All right, this is the way that you could do it. All right. What could someone expect to find when they come to my channel? Okay, or to your channel. All right, what they could expect to find are lessons on all aspects of life. It's not just martial arts, but basically what they could find is striving towards perfection of the body, mind, and soul. Becoming, you know, helping people to become better human beings, helping people to discover love and compassion, helping people to become healthy. So they'll be able to find a lot of fitness videos to help them train their body to be healthy, so then eventually their mind could be healthy as well. Then they'll find a lot of videos speaking about all aspects of life, not just martial arts, but just different aspects of life and society, in which to understand themselves and understand the society around them to a much greater extent, so then they can basically better themselves mentally and spiritually. So my channel is aimed towards the healthy development of the body, mind, and soul. It's not just limited to martial arts. Martial arts is just a way of attracting a certain segment of the of the audience. Just people that are attracted to the beauty of the martial arts. Then they may be attracted to my channel and then discover something even more beautiful than martial arts. And that's kind of what I aim to do. It's kind of like a fun way of learning, rather than just somebody that has no other talent and skill to express, that just talks all day every day and that's all he does. People might get bored of that. So I try to add in some fun stuff, physical stuff, workout stuff, exercise stuff, and martial arts stuff, combat stuff, to really get people more excited to learn, and hopefully they will discover something in the learning that will really help them out in all aspects of life. Right? How could your channel benefit the martial arts community? I think that my channel can really benefit the martial arts community by exposing them to the spiritual aspects of the martial arts, where I see that it's a lack in a lot of martial arts that you see. Is because when you go to train, people they segregate things a lot. Like, people go to martial arts training to just learn how to fight. People go to personal trainers to just to get fit. People go to college to just learn about a specific topic. Alright? And when you go to a lot of these martial arts schools, all they do is just teach you how to fight, teach you the technique, and then nothing else. They don't really teach you to develop yourself, to mentally, or to develop your inner character, so that you could be a better person, so that you use the techniques in the right ways. They don't really put too much emphasis on that. And I guess I think that's the problem. And a lot of times people just train physically and that's all they do, but then they neglect the spirituality, they neglect the mental training. And my channel is aimed towards balancing it out, helping people balance it out. So you can learn any martial art out there. You could be learning the techniques, whatever, wushu, traditional kung fu, or boxing, kickboxing, or wrestling, or whatever type of way of combat. And then you could come to my channel, and then I will help balance you out with the mental and spiritual. You already have the physical technique, alright, so now my channel will help you balance it out with some spiritual training, so that you will understand yourself, understand the world around you better, and that you will use the techniques in the right ways, that you will not use it to further harm people and oppress people and hurt others, and use it in wrong ways. You will use it in good ways to help better the world. And that's kind of what my channel is aimed to do, is to help balance it out. There's too much physical out there, too much aggression, too much violence, too much ego. My channel is aimed to balance out with the peace, with the compassion, with the destruction of the ego, with the humbleness, with the modesty. Basically, to get people to be well-rounded martial artists, not just fighters. There's a big difference to me between a fighter and a martial artist. Alright, I think there's a lot of people out there that are trained to be fighters, but not enough martial artists. If there's more martial artists out there in this world, then it'll be a better world. But if there's a lot of fighters out there and nothing else, then it's gonna be worse. Okay, so my channel is aimed to balance it out, to turn the fighter into a martial artist. That's kind of what it could do for the martial arts community. What does the word martial arts mean to me as a person? Alright, martial arts is the deep meaning